Welcome to the Traditional Bow Hunting and Wilderness Podcast. This is Jason Samkoviak. I want to take a minute and I'm going to talk to you guys about a couple of packs that I'm going to be using this year. I've mentioned them in the podcast a few times. I've got a lot of requests for them. I'm not going to break them down in full detail, but I'm going to explain a little bit about why I chose them and how I'm going to use them. First one here on the table, this is Kuiu's 1850. This is their Icon Pro 1850 backpack. And there's a few reasons I bought it. You'll notice that actually how I have it set up, I did not buy it with the carbon frame, which I'll explain. And I did buy it with the suspension system, which includes this hip belt right here, which would be mounted on here like that. Notice I don't have the hip belt on. The way I'm going to use this pack 90% of the time, I'm not even going to use a hip belt on there. As an eastern hunter, it is a whitetail hunter primarily hunting tree stands, I always have to have a tree stand on my back. I carry it in and out every time I hunt. So what I'm going to do is just hang this pack by these suspension, the shoulder straps right on my tree stand, just like you've heard me do with every one of my packs. And then I do have this nylon webbing belt here that I can put around my stand to keep it from flopping around. But that's how I'm going to primarily use this pack. I didn't buy it for its intended purposes, which is to, it's a phenomenal pack. Its intended purposes are basically to be able to be load slung from the frame and carry meat on there and carry a lot of stuff in a lightweight, compact version. It's a great pack for what it's designed for. A few specs on there. It's ultra lightweight. I don't remember what the bag is itself. I think it's like 22 ounces or something for the bag, but I know how I have it set up right now. It basically comes in at 2 pounds. It's an ounce or two over 2 pounds how I have it, with just shoulder straps and that nylon webbing belt on there. And you can see the size of this thing for being a 2-pound pack. This thing has got a ton of room. I have it stuffed full right now of all the stuff I got to go through. It's not set up how I'm going to wear it, obviously, but I got all my stuff that I want to organize when I get around to it in there right now. So I just been free for all stuffing things in there. But you can see the size of that pack right there, and it weighs 2 pounds empty. That's pretty incredible for the size of it. So it's an ultra lightweight pack. I believe that this is a 2-pound setup like this. If you were to put this hip belt on there and run it with these suspension straps that are on here and this hip belt, it comes up to a little over 3 pounds. And if you get it with the carbon fiber frame, it becomes a 4-pound pack. With the carbon fiber frame, you would put these straps would mount on the frame, and then the bag mounts to the frame, and you can actually load sling it out. Something like, I think it's 20 inches or something. It'll actually expand out, and you can stuff meat bags and stuff in there. It's a great option. Price-wise, this one as it is right here, how I bought it with the suspension system, $225. So not bad. If you get it with the carbon frame, I think it's like $375. So it's definitely not too bad. Reasons I bought it. Got double compression straps right here that are nice. They're not little side ones only. I can hang jackets, I can hang gear on there, I can do all kinds of stuff. I can put trekking poles in there and line them right up on here. I can hang, like I said, I like this style of a double crossed over compression strap right here that goes all the way around the whole thing. So it gives me, I like that. It lets me really cinch this down and have a lot of room in it. So that's one of my favorite features. I like the adjustability that you get in the shoulder straps and how you can set it the way you want. I like that I have 2 on the bottom down here that I can put more gear on if I want to go in, if I'm going to pack in a foam pad and a set of netting, camo netting that I use, my leafy net stuff for a ground blind. I can roll all that up and put it right here on the bottom. If I want to put a sleeping bag on there, bring it with me for winter hunting, where I'm going to just climb right in that sleeping bag in my tree stand, use it like almost like a heater bodysuit. I can fit it right on there. So the versatility of this pack is exactly what I'm looking for. Good solid material, ultra lightweight, good pockets. Got a main pocket or a small pocket here, which is for all the essentials that you need to get to real fast. It has a good front pocket on here, which I think they say for a spotting scope. Again, I just got it stuffed full of things, but it's a pretty decent pocket right there. It is water bladder compatible, so you can use a water bladder if you want to. The inside's got a big inside main compartment here as well too, which again, keep in mind I just got it stuffed full of things. And then you got these you got 2 mesh zipper pockets on the inside of the panel here. So then you got a lot of room in here. I got this thing stuffed full of a bunch of crap. So it's a great pack, especially for what I'm going to use it for, which is basically looking for something that is lightweight, that's going to be really durable. and that's going to give me the features I'm looking for. It is not waterproof, but it is incredibly highly water resistant from what I hear, which is kind of nice. Most of the packs I use, they get soaking wet. They dry out fast, but they get wet. This one, hopefully I'm hoping for the same. I'm just hoping it's a little more waterproof, which would be really a nice feature on it. So so a great pack. Mainly the reason I bought it is $225, and it weighs 2 pounds, and it's built like a tank, rated to carry loads over 150 pounds. So that'll give me the option of using it as an actual hunting pack like I normally do. It'll let me use it if I want to stuff meat in there on my way out when I'm carrying my pack, and I'm carrying my stands and my sticks, and I killed a deer if I'm over a mile in and I want to carry some of the meat out on my first trip out while I'm carrying my sticks and stands. I have the options of putting, I can fit quite a bit of meat inside this main compartment of this, and the pack will take it. And then put it right on my tree stand and carry it out just like I would, and that way when I come back in from my main trip to get the rest of that deer out, I don't have to carry as much. So it gives me a lot of versatility. It's a great pack for a very, very affordable price. Some of you are thinking $225 is a lot of money for a pack. It's really not. Not for a pack that's going to be good quality, last you a long time, and has the capabilities that this one does to handle the kind of meat and the weight loads and the comfort and the things you do. This hip belt that's on here, probably the most amazing hip belt I've ever seen. It's incredible. It's like I said, it's thick, it's strong, it's durable. I'm not a backpack hunter. I don't do it enough to be able to give you a ton of advice on it. But as far as hip belts go, and the ones I've seen, this is about the most amazing thing I've ever seen. So, like I said, everything about this pack, it's Kuiu quality. It's built like it's supposed to, meant to be lightweight, handle everything that you could ever throw at it, and it seems like it's going to do it. And I'm really excited about using it. So that's going to be my main pack that I end up using this year. Now, as far as the hip belt, if I go on any kind of hunts where I'm on foot, I'm not going to be in a tree stand, and I'm going to be covering ground and possibly packing meat out, then that's where I'm going to put that hip belt on there. Because I bet I could honestly pack out most of a boned out, antelope or even a small deer. I could probably bone out and carry out most of what I need to in this pack itself, plus my gear. So it's a real versatile setup. I didn't buy the carbon frame because, again, I don't think I'll use it. And if I ever go on an elk hunt or a mule deer hunt or something where I'm going to do it, I would probably want a little bit bigger of a pack anyway, because I'd rather not load sling. I'd rather put the meat in the pack. So I would probably, I'll probably end up going with like their 3000 or something. So I purposely didn't buy the carbon fiber frame, thinking that, you know what, if I do one of those hunts, I'll justify spending the $375 to buy a pack that'll be exactly what I want for one of those hunts, rather than put the money into this and possibly use it if I need to. So that was my approach, but great pack. I'm really excited about it. Good water bottle pockets in there, which is always a huge plus. I put all my easy to get to stuff in there, things that I want to just grab and run with are sitting in there. Like I said, it's not set up yet, but that's an example. That is that Kuiu Icon Pro 1850. It's a great pack. Now, this pack right here, you've heard me talk about this too. This is an Eberlestock F1 mainframe pack. Now it has a zipper around here you see on the outside. You can actually mount some of their bags on there and turn it into an actual real pack as well too. Not a bad idea. The weight is a little bit more. This is it's just a hair over 4 pounds as it sits right now. So double the weight of what that is, that bag right there. And Eberlestock stuff is usually a little bit heavier, but the quality is also top notch. If I was doing an elk hunt or something like that, I would probably still go with this with the carbon frame and set it up that way and be, about the same weight as just this is. But for packing meat out and getting deer out of the woods, I think this is going to be phenomenal. Cost on this was about $155, and it is basically, it's a pretty awesome setup. It's just a load shelf is what it is. And then you have 3 adjustable straps on here that you can take and pull apart and put back together, and you can use it for, putting your meat on there. So basically you take this, you lay it on the ground, you take your meat bags or garbage bags or whatever you're using to put your meat on, and you have all that bag of meat, you unhook these, set that load right on here, wrap them, cinch it, you're done, lift it up, throw it on your back, and then you're ready to hike out. Real simple. What I like about it a lot is that it keeps your load perfectly behind you, nice, tight, and low. It doesn't have, I don't even have this set up yet, right? But we will throw it on to show you as an example here, but it keeps that load is set. See how it's in the middle of my back. I don't have things sticking out on both sides. I don't have it way up here above me giving me fits. It's a perfect setup to be able to walk through the woods, that's important for me. carrying the meat out is only half the battle. Being able to get back to the truck through underneath branches, over stumps, around this, through here, without getting poked, pried, things catching on your frame, catching on the meat sacks and ripping them. That's the hardest part that I deal with in a lot of places. So this allows me a nice compact, tight as I want it to be package that's not going to snag or give me fits. So I'm really excited about it. Before this, I was actually using this. Is what I was using to pack meat out on when I was going in to go get a deer out, and not a bad system. But man, this thing is just, it's huge. You can see as you look at it when I put that on, even when you got the meat in there, I got a huge frame sticking out above me. I got it sticking out on both sides of me. It's leaning back, and you can compress it down tight. But everywhere you turn, you're snagging on everything, and it's just a pain in the butt. It was a great system. It wasn't what I intentionally bought it for, but that's what I used it for, and it did its job. But now I needed something that would do it a little bit better, that I'm packing meat out more than I am dragging it out or putting it in the sled. This, I'm expecting to do that job for me perfectly. And it's tricky being mainly a whitetail hunter or somebody that's hunting out of tree stands all the time, because I'm mobile. I don't leave stands in a tree, walk out there with just my bow, hunt, come down, and leave the stand there. I'm bringing a stand with me, and I'm bringing sticks. That makes it very difficult for me to be able to figure. I can't come out with a deer and all my gear at the same time. So usually I have to go in with my stand and my sticks and carrying this pack with me. And then when I kill a deer, then what I would do is I'd come all the way out with my stand, sticks, and this pack, come back to the truck. I would grab that frame pack, then hike back in. Then I take care of the deer and carry the deer out all in one load. Not too bad. Some of the places you're hunting, that I'm hunting in Ohio, Missouri, these hills are pretty vicious, and you can be 3 or 4 hills over, a mile and a half in there, and it gets to be a workout. So my intent was to be able to give me, instead of using that big frame pack and fighting it all the way and that stuff, I will carry my stick and my stand and my sticks together. This pack will be on there. I have enough room in here that if I kill a deer, I can take out half of that deer, or even 30% of that meat. I can carry out inside this pack on my tree stand comfortably enough that I can walk out with that setup. So I'm already taking a portion of it. When I come back in with this one, I don't have such a heavy load to carry out. Yes, I still got to make 2 trips. I haven't figured out how to pull that off and get 1 trip done carrying a whole entire deer and the stand and the sticks and my harness and my pack and my bow. I just can't figure out how to pull that off yet. It's just I can't carry that much weight and do it, like, through the things I'm walking through. So far, this is the best system I've come up with. This little pack right here, this is just a pack that's got a bunch of my stuff I need. It's got a couple contractor bags. It's got 3 game bags. It's got some zip ties. It's got an extra knife in there, rubber gloves, some towel, wet wipes. It's got some of the things I need for when I'm working on animals. I'm actually just mounting this right on here. I just put a loop on here, and I take this and I feed it right through this loop, just like that. Put that on there, and this is how it'll be actually on the deer itself too. When I carry that out, this will stay right on this outside strap because it doesn't add much to it. It's sweet and simple. Just put it on there like that. Feed that one through there. And this will basically just live, for the most part, right on there. And then when I expand that out, that'll just hang out on the end. But that's got all my stuff I need, so I don't even have to, I even got a GPS in there too that I have the stuff in there. So, all I have to do is when I get back is take the GPS and from here and put it into here and then carry it with me. I don't have the GPS in here. It's in here. So, but everything else is in this bag right here. So when I get to the truck, I drop this off, grab my GPS, throw it in here, and then in that way I got all my information for where that deer is exactly, because I might have found an easier way to get out of there with it. So, but grab the GPS is the only thing I have to take out of here and put into this bag. Everything else is there. I grab this frame pack, I carry it out there, grab the rest of the deer, sweet and easy. So that's my attempt for this year. That is my attempt to try and make it what I'm looking for to be able. Basically, it's all about being able to hunt as lightweight as possible and not have to mess with stuff. Having a good quality system that's going to do what you need, and then a way to get those animals out on those really far in, nasty kind of hunts that we do. So there it is. Eberlestock F1 mainframe, about $160, and Kuiu Icon Pro 1850. And it is, like I said, the way I got it with the suspension, with the hip belt and stuff, you're basically looking at about $225, or with the carbon frame, about $375. So there it is. That's kind of what I'm using. I will do another one as it gets closer to the season when I actually set this pack up the way I want and show you what's in there again. It's been a while since I've done one of those, so I will take the time to go through and do it. I will probably even then show you how it goes on the stand again and that kind of thing. But as for right now, this pretty much covers it. Wanted to kind of give you a breakdown on what those two, why I got them, what they're going to do, and how I'm going to use them. So hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I'll be back soon. All right, bye.